You know, I know it's crazy to bring a computer on the trail, but you figure 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, they're gonna have computers so light that you'll be able to do it yourself. Point I'm trying to say is that the biggest benefit to bringing my computer is that since I'm hiking with an iPod, I can do everything in real time. For example, if I want to download more StoryCorps, I can just get to where there's some internet, download more StoryCorps from NPR, and then sync my iPod. Boom, go back in the woods. I'm good to go. Reason why I'm telling you this is because I guess I got to give Audible a shout out. I've been with Audible for about 5 years now. Audible is a streaming service for books. And when I say streaming, I don't mean like Pandora. What I mean is basically that's where you go to get audiobooks. So, and Audible, they always have deals like if you sign up, you'll get 2 books free, that kind of thing. And I remember in 2012, The Hunger Games was the rave. Everybody was reading it. There was like Hunger Games this, Hunger Games that. And I was just like, man, I wish I had my book and The Hobbit. And I was like, man, I wish I had my computer so I can download those and listen to them. So now it's perfect. If I see somebody reading something and they be like, oh yeah, this is good, I'll just, when I get to town, open up my computer, go to Audible, download it, sync it to my iPod, and bam, I'm good to go. So, case in point, I recommend Audible. I got nothing bad to say about them. Customer service is awesome. One time, I saw the movie Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I was so enamored I decided to get the book, which is excellent. The book is excellent. There's 3. Anyway, I didn't realize it was a Swiss thing, and I ended up downloading the book in Swiss. And so I was like, I can't do nothing with this. So I called customer service. They had no problem, man. They credited. And it's not just that. If you download a book you don't like, you can return it. I mean, they're very good about their customer service. Anyway, there was something else I want to say, but it just escaped me. But anyway, I recommend Audible. As far as getting your audiobooks, because I mentioned it a lot. I mentioned NPR, I mentioned music, and I mentioned audiobooks, but I didn't give you the hookup to where you can get audiobooks. And I try to assume nothing. Okay. Whew. One last thing. The computers were terrible in 2005 as far as going to hotels, hostels, bed and breakfasts, trying to take care of information using their computers. And I realized everybody got mobile phone apps, but there are some things you can't do on a mobile phone. And 3 years later, the computers are still the same, probably even worse off, because no one's updating the software. I mean, in most cases, they got the same computer they had sitting up there in 2012. Probably has no antivirus on it, and it moves like pond water. So it's almost an advantage to bring your own computer for speed and whatnot. But for me, I got several different credit cards, and when I'm trying to pay my account, having my computer with me with all my passwords, and I'm already cleared, it takes 2 seconds for me to go to Discover, bam, hotel's wiped out, my balance is 0. That kind of thing. So I'm taking care of business as if I was back in the States. I mean, it's so convenient. You have no idea. I can just go through and scroll through and I can see what's going on. So, I said in one of my videos, the key to lasting on the trail, as far as staying out here, not so much as hiking, but staying out here, is bringing as much of your personal life, incorporating as much as your personal life on the trail as possible. So it's like you never left. So it's like, by having my computer with me, it's like I'm right at home. Nothing is being pushed aside. I can do what I need to do. I can check my emails. It's like there's a part of me that's still, there. Because the things that don't keep you on the trail are going to pull you apart. And if most of the stuff that surrounds your life is off the trail, then that's where your thoughts and energy and everything's going to be, pulling you off the trail. So it's unfortunate that I'm carrying 45 pounds on my back. But like I said, the computers are getting lighter and lighter every day. You may want to consider in the future just taking a computer. I mean, so far I haven't had any problems. I mean, I got to give Mac a nod. I tell you what, it's okay. All right, out here. This is for me, StoryCorps reference hello operator out here. I shouldn't do it because I realize it's a conflict of interest. However, I got to share one more story with you. The one I just heard was so cute. I promise I won't do it again, but you really should check out StoryCorps. I mean, it's amazing. So stay tuned for that. Out here.
Think back to your teenage years. For many of us, it was a really awkward time. That was the case for Jim Crane. He wasn't too popular with the ladies in high school. Lucky for Jim, though, college was in his future, and he enrolled as a freshman in 1955. Here, he tells his daughter, Missy Warden, what he liked best about higher education.
I was finally away from my mother. I found out what girls were. Never dated at all in high school. I found out they were soft and they smelled good, and I liked them. In my senior year, I met your mother. I was working in the business office. She was a switchboard operator. I'd come up to Hall of Whistling, and she'd always fuss at me because she was trying to hear. I got to talking to her, and I got to liking her. I finally said, "You want to go to a movie with me?" And she said, "No." And
Really?
I said, "Why?" And she said, "I've double dated with you. I see what you do with those girls in the back seat." I thought, well, I never had a girl tell me no. So the girl I was dating in Charlotte, North Carolina, I had given her my pen. So I wrote and told her to send it back to me. And the girl I was dating in town, I'd given her some little something or other, and I told her to give that back to me. And another girl I was dating on campus, I'd done something for her, and I told her to give that back to me. So I got those three things, and I took them over to the switchboard, and I laid them down. And I said, "Now look here. I done broke up with all three of those girls." I said, "Will you go to a movie with me?" And she said, "Okay." And so we started dating. We graduated in 1959. I went immediately into the Navy, and I was going to give her a diamond engagement ring when I got paid at the end of boot camp. But the Navy screwed up the pay somehow, and everybody got paid but me. Well, I'd told everybody what I was going to do with my money. And I was very despondent. I was sitting on my bed, and this guy I didn't like came up to him, and he said, "Crane, give me a match." I said, "I don't smoke, and I don't have matches." He said, "Yeah, you do. I've seen them in your locker." And I gave a great oath and stood up and went to the locker and opened it, and my locker was full of money, and the money started falling out. So I sat down and cried. And I guess they passed the hat. I used that money to buy your mother's first diamond ring. And I said, "Now, you're going to marry me, but you got to know that you're engaged to Company 290. So she said, "That's fair."
She's a very loving lady.
She really is. She's a good gal.
Jim Crane with his daughter, Missy Warden, in Atlanta. Jim and his wife, Juna, celebrate their 51st wedding anniversary next week.
I feel like Little Red Riding Hood. It's like, where are the wolves at, right? This looks like this was a burned area, and what you're saying now is the new growth from the burn. It looks strange, but pretty. State game lands is what it says. This is so beautiful. You have no idea. I can smell charcoal right now, literally. It's like they just burned. Look at that. Checkpoint Alpha. Hi. This kind of looks like a dungeon in there. That last shelter was kind of crowded. Anyway, I'm a mile away from the road to Port Royal out here. By the way, it's 8:39. I'm right at the outskirts of Palmerton. I'm going to go to that intersection right there and hitch down that road to get into Palmerton. When I leave, that's where I'm going. I don't know, let me see if I can get a better picture. That's the exit. And believe it or not, those boulders are as big as VW, some of them. And that's how you're getting out of town. You're climbing over all that. You can't really appreciate the steepness of the grade because I'm so far away. But yeah. That's a mother out here. 9 miles in record time. It's 10 till 9. Let's go to town. Have a saving grace. This light will cause people to stop right at the intersection you're trying to get down to. So you just got to post yourself up in such a way that when the cars are stopping, they got time to think about giving you a ride, so to speak. This is one of the more this is a narrow strip. It's hard. If you want to walk 3 miles down there, you're taking a chance because it's kind of dangerous walking down that narrow corridor. I'm just gonna sit here with my thumb out until somebody picks me up because I know what I'm up against. So I'm gonna stand by this light and hope for the best out here. A little bit closer at the rock. There you go. It just started raining and I gotta tell you, that's the fastest hitch I ever got. Standing at that light, I mean, how can he pass you by? This is Palmerton. What I'm gonna do is go to the laundry. This is the library, by the way. I thought they opened at 9. They actually open at 10. I'm gonna go to the laundromat and clean some clothes and play with some videos and whatnot out here. The laundry is very clean. There are, they actually have a bathroom. The one in Duncannon didn't. They have a wash sink. They got electrical outlets everywhere. And I got the whole place to myself. I mean, who's gonna actually wash clothes on at 9 o'clock on Tuesday? So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna change into my rain gear out here. I'm actually gonna wash my pack. Sometimes, I mean, dude, the smell is overwhelming. And that's another thing, man. When you're sharing a shelter with a lot of hikers, and it was really packed because of the inclement weather, The smells are, and it's weird because I don't smell myself, even though I wear deodorant. I'm sure I give off some kind of odor, but boy, sometimes you can really smell others out here. You know, I gotta tell you, the Lord is really looking out because it's raining right now. I mean, I could have very well been sitting out there. You can't see it through the glass, but trust me, it's raining. I'm gonna put everything in a front loader and just take care of it all. While my clothes are washing, I'm going to buy some stuff I need. Since there's nobody here, I'm gonna go to the store and get some stuff I need. Then I'll come back and do some video editing. Then I'm gonna get some food at a place that has internet, so I can probably load some movies out here. My mother thinks I'm losing too much weight, so she wants me to get a body shot. Personally, I'm actually starting, if you ask me, I think I'm starting to gain a little bit more. So, here you go, out here. My clothes are washed, my bag is washed, everything is clean. I just figured out they got a Subway in town, so I'm gonna hit that. And then I gotta get out of here. It's 1 o'clock right now, out here. The library wasn't much on internet, so I made some videos. I didn't upload anything. Right now I'm at Subway. I'm gonna eat lunch and then I'm gonna head on out here. All right, my body's clean, my clothes are clean, my pack is clean. It's 1:36 and it's time to tackle this monster right here. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. It stopped raining. On my way out of town, I just stopped by the gas station, paid the first person I saw $5 for a ride back up here. I could have hitched, but it's easier to pay. Well, you know, pay a reasonable fee. I don't mind $5 for them to stop what they're doing. So it worked out fine. I'm 8 miles away from the next shelter. It's all but about 80 degrees. I'm sure I'm gonna sweat like a sow. But hey, let's get her done out here. By the way, they say there's no fees if you use your debit card and you get cash back, but that's not necessarily true. Most stores are actually tagging a $1.25 fee on the end of that. Sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. At the end of the day, it's cheaper to just go to an ATM, get out $300, and just let them charge you $3. Because the most you're gonna get on cash back is $50. And you're gonna go through that so quickly, you know, they'll nickel and dime you to death before you get to actually 300. So for me to you, I would tell you to go to the ATM as opposed to getting the cash back, because it's not free anymore out here.